Speak up, reach out, go vote, show out. From your neighbor to City Hall. Reach out, go vote, show out. Serving people is what it's all about. Reach out, go vote, show out. Frankfort civic proud. Speak up, reach out, go vote, show out.
From Capitol Halls to Bourbon Balls, this is the City of Frankfort podcast for the Frankfortians. We're swapping stories, spilling the tea, and celebrating the quirks that make Kentucky's capital the best hometown around. Today's episode is a special conversation in recognition of Black History Month. We're talking about why Black history is community history, what it means to have an HBCU in our community, and how that experience shapes a life of public service. Joining me today is Alexis Jones, a project specialist with the city and a proud graduate of Kentucky State University. Thanks for being here, Alexis.
Thanks for having me, guys.
No problem. So let's just jump right in and kind of get to know you. How long have you been with the city?
I have been with the city nearly 4 years, maybe 4 years and a few months. And I've loved every second of it.
Oh, so I know you've had a couple different roles. Can you kind of tell us what departments you've been in or what roles you've played?
So I've assisted a few departments since being here, but formally I've been a part of the city manager's department and as well as IT.
Excellent. And what is your favorite part of public service?
I think for me, my favorite part of public service is just seeing the behind the scenes of public service. So I didn't know a lot about policy, and I didn't know a lot about how the city was ran. And I have a front row seat of seeing how things are ran and how community needs are being met. And even on the backside of hearing complaints and stuff, but just seeing how the city is able to address needs for the community.
That's awesome. You kind of get a front row seat to everything going on. That's amazing. So Alexis, you are a graduate of Kentucky State University, one of only 2 historically Black college and universities in Kentucky. Tell us about what drew you to KSU as a school.
So I always knew that I wanted to attend an HBCU when I went to college. And in Ohio, around me, there were a lot of HBCUs. They were just too close to home.
Okay.
So for me, Kentucky State was far enough away, but also close enough that I could still be close to my family, but far enough away that they couldn't pop up on me.
Perfect. I think a lot of our listeners can relate to that.
Yes.
Yeah. So after graduating, you've built a career for yourself in public service. How did your time at Kentucky State prepare you for that?
I would say Kentucky State made me courageous, and they gave me the education to be able to go into public service. I started with obtaining a bachelor's degree in social work.
Okay.
And I graduated in 2015, and then I went back and got a master's in public administration, which also has prepared me for public service.
Yeah,
so.
Exactly. You said it made you, or it gave you courage. How do you think that happened?
I think just seeing other strong Black people learning and just feeling confident every day on campus, it gave me the confidence to be able to go into the workforce.
Sounds like a really kind of supportive community.
For sure.
That's awesome.
For sure.
So in your opinion, Alexis, why is it important for communities to continue investing in and supporting institutions like Kentucky State?
There was a point in time where it was illegal for Black people to get an education. It was illegal for us to be learning.
It's wild to think about.
It is.
Yeah.
It is. And so it's super important. I remember taking a class when I first got to K-State, and one of the first buildings that were built at Kentucky State sat way back off the road.
Okay.
This was no coincidence. This was because Black people were not allowed to be seen going in and learning. And we also learned that they had to put the door on the side. It could not be in the front of the building.
Wow.
Because we were not allowed to be seen getting an education. So it is important for people like me to know that we are to to feel included, to feel like we matter, to feel like we are able to get the same opportunities as others.
Absolutely. I agree. So Alexis, can you tell us a little bit about whether it was while you're at Kentucky State or since you've left, kind of opportunities that have presented themselves to continue to partner with your local community?
Yes, so when I worked with the Simon House, we had opportunity to partner with a bunch of different agencies with the city. The city was a big help for the Simon House, helping try to eliminate some of that homelessness. They helped open buildings for us to be able to house more homeless. So it was definitely a great opportunity being able to partner, especially with the city.
Awesome. And that was something that you did while you were at Kentucky State?
That was actually something I did once I graduated. Ooh. And I started in the work field.
Okay.
And
kind of putting that degree to work. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's excellent. Yeah. I love that. So back to college experiences. What's your favorite memory from college?
I would have to say my favorite memory from college was graduating with my bachelor's. I set a goal when I left Ohio, and I obtained it. And for me, that was something no one could take from me. I knew that I had accomplished something big, and that was something that no one could take.
You earned it
all on your own.
Yeah,
for sure.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
It's a big deal. So after graduating, I know you talked about your bachelor's and then you went on to get your master's, but after graduating, what was it about the Frankfort community that made you want to stay?
So I come from a small town. So Frankfort is small and it's safe.
Oh, yeah.
And that's what drew me to want to stay. I felt welcomed here. I felt like there were job opportunities here for me. And it also helped that I met my husband. And so he stayed here and I stayed here as well. So
it's a good reason.
Yeah.
It's a good reason. So in Frankfort, we recognize that Black history is our community history. What does that mean to you?
To me, Black history is American history. It is a proven fact that the initial wealth of America was built off the backs of Black people. So Black history shows resilience. It shows perseverance. It just shows that we have overcome a lot and we're still able to do things with a smile on our face. We're still able to be inventors. We're still able to be parents. We're still able to just exist in the community. Although we've dealt with oppression, we've dealt with systematic racism, we've dealt with just discrimination as a whole. We still persevere every day. So
to be congratulated or celebrated, I should say. So Alexis, why do you think it's important for the community to recognize Black History Month?
I think it's important that the community recognizes Black History Month because I don't want what my people have gone through to be in vain and what we're still going through to be in vain.
Mm-hmm. I think that's a very reasonable thing to request. So how can our community, getting back to Kentucky State University a little bit, how can our community support the student body at Kentucky State University?
I think ways the community can support Kentucky State is just by showing up.
Okay. Showing
up to games, showing up to graduations, showing up and not giving up on us. We're still a work in progress. A lot of HBCUs are. We're not perfect. We never claim to be perfect, but just don't give up on us because there's a lot of potential. There's a lot of diversity at Kentucky State.
Absolutely.
And that also brings in new innovative ideas and ways, and that can turn a city around. So I think just don't give up on us and just keep supporting us.
Okay. Get involved.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Alexis, thank you so much for joining us today and for all that you do to serve our community. We like to end our shows with a little thing we call Frankfort Rapid Fire.
Okay.
So as a fellow Frankfortian, we want to hear some of your takes. Okay. So I'm going to ask you some questions and you just say the first thing that comes to mind.
Okay.
Ready? Let's go. Favorite Frankfort event?
Bourbon on the Banks.
Ooh, why?
That was quick.
That was quick.
That's bourbon.
Because bourbon. Good answer. Favorite Frankfort Park?
Juniper Hills.
Juniper.
Yeah.
It's a good one. All year round.
Yeah, all year round. Mm-hmm.
Favorite KSU sporting event to attend?
I have to say basketball because I really like basketball.
Oh, very good. What's your favorite coffee spot or coffee order?
So I like a gingerbread oat milk chai.
Ooh,
I know.
that sounds delightful.
Yeah.
Festive. And as a KSU graduate, what is your favorite thoroughbred cheer?
I'm going to keep it PG.
Okay.
We're just going to do who you with, K-State. That's it. I'm just going to keep it PG, yeah.
I think that's appropriate. Thank you. Thank you for joining us this week, fellow Frankfortians. We'll catch up again next week on the City of Frankfort podcast. Don't forget to follow the City of Frankfort podcast on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok, and make sure to subscribe on our show feed wherever you get your podcasts or on Podbean to get weekly episode notifications.
Thank you.